Hey there everyone, welcome to a new plugin showcase. We are showcasing BloodMoon Advanced, and this is a premium plugin that will work on your server version on 1.8 to 1.15. And BloodMoon Advanced adds a really cool event to your Minecraft server. So I recommend this for some sort of survival server or factions. So basically what BloodMoon Advanced is, it is a nighttime event where certain aspects of mobs come out and you can customize and make your own mobs, and you have different abilities and you can customize the mobs, and it just adds a really cool feature. So let me go ahead and show you guys what this does. So if I go ahead and do /night, it does load in its own custom resource pack, which is pretty cool. This is all configurable in the config if you wanted to use it or not, but I know it's kind of dark. But anyways, as you see, the blood moon is rising. So if we see off in the distance, we have a magma cube, and there will be some like spiders, and there's like some custom skeletons, and it has like its own name. So I'm going to turn off my shaders real quick so you can fully see everything. Then over here is a custom witch, which is called a magician, and as you see, it gives us certain messages as well. And this fire warden, which is pretty cool, so it gives a whole bunch of different things, and it just goes crazy as you see like that. So you can give your mobs custom abilities. And then over here we have this pretty OP wither skeleton called the soldier. So those are the custom mobs that are loaded in by default. So I'm going to show you guys how you can make your own custom mobs and use this event to your advantage. This plugin was made and brought to you by Mr. General Q, and I will leave his author link down in the description for his plugin page on Spigot. If you guys like this plugin, you can also check out Sleepmost, and this is a free plugin that allows players to be able to sleep in their bed and skip the night very quickly and very efficiently. So if you guys need something like that, be sure you check out that plugin as well as the rest that he has developed. I'm going to go over a quick showcase of how to use pretty much all the commands. So we'll go with the item, mobs, action, and a life cycle. So let's go ahead and do the BM and then item. So I'm going to use this custom sword that I made, and we're going to head and make an item with it. So we'll do BM item and then set, and then now we need to aim a name for our item. So I'm gonna call this Shocker Sword, just like so. Alright, so now we can go ahead and get the item, and as you see, we can go ahead and get the item, and there's my Shocker Sword. So as you see, we just won that Shocker Sword just like so. So super easy to get the item. So next we're gonna be doing the mob. So we're gonna making our own mob. So we can do BM mob create and then your mob name. So I'm gonna call this Shocker. Alright, so that is gonna be the name of my mob. So I'll just do Shocker mob just to make sure that we clarify everything. Or you can do like Shocker dash mob or something. So I'm gonna keep it like that. So in here there's all the different types of mobs that you can use, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna do it with the Elder Guardian just like so. So once we have created our mob, we can go ahead and set different types of priorities. So we can do mob and then set, and in here there's a whole bunch of different types of properties that you can use. I will put a picture on screen now of all the various things that you can use. You can use certain things with certain mobs. For example, the powered only refers to the creepers, and then like leggings and chest plate and stuff, that refers to things that can wear the chest plate, so like skeletons and zombies. So there's a lot of cool different types of properties that you can set. So I'm going to set the name of our Shocker mob, and I'm just gonna call this we'll do a little like a brackets. I'll do Shocker, and then we'll just end it off like that. So now we have named our mob. So now we can set various things. So I want this to be glowing, so I'm gonna do the same exact thing. So let's go Shocker mob, and then we'll set that to true. I'm going to set the health to like 45, so that would be 45 health points. Then the last thing I want to set is I want to set the speed, and you can set the spawn chance as well if you want something more rare or more prevalent. So I'm going to set the speed right here, and then we'll do the Shocker mob, and then we'll do a speed of like 4, alright? So that should be pretty OP. And then so now we can go ahead and set the drop. So this is where the item comes into play. So let's go ahead and do the add drop, and then the mob that we made, which is our Shocker mob, and then the item. So the item is going to be the Shocker sword that we just made. So this is why I made the item first, so we can add it later. And then the amount, so we'll do 1, and then the drop chance that you want it to do. So for this video purposes, I'm going to do set it to 100 just to make sure that everything works. So let's go ahead and add the mob. So there we go, we just added the new drop. So we just added the drop. So next thing I'm going to be doing is the action. So we can do BM action, and so in here you can make your own actions. You can use additional actions that is already loaded by default. So I'm going to head and make a new action. So we'll do BM action create, and then I'm just going to call this Shocker action. Alright, so you can name this whatever. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is adding events. So there's quite a bit of pre-made events. I will put a picture of all the different types of events that you can use. So I'm going to do the add event. So I'm going to do the add event, and then we're going to be using our shocker action, and then now we can go ahead and set the chance for it to execute. So I'm going to set the chance to 100, and then here's all the different types of actions that you can have. So there's like the swap, so it will swap the player, it will teleport, vanish. So let me go ahead and do the vanish one, 10, and then the percent of the occurrence. So I'm just going to do like 95, alright? So that is how long it will last, and then this is the percent of the occurrence it will be. So I'm going ahead and add that. And then the next thing I'm going to be adding is the dash. So the dash is sort of, it will push everything away, so it'll sort of like boost you back a little bit, and then this is the percent of when it will execute, just like so. And then the last one I'm going to be using is the speak, and this will basically send you a message. So we'll do speak, and then we can go ahead and say I will shock you, alright? something like that, and then the percent of when it will occur. So let's go ahead and do like a 75% chance, and that is how long it will occur. So there we go, those are the actions that we can add. So those are the different events that you can add, and then we can also add commands, which is pretty cool. So we can add command, and then we can do the shocker action, and now we need the chance that it needs to execute. So let's do like we'll do like a 75% chance, and then now we can add the command, make sure there's no slash. So we'll do ECO give, and we'll give everyone on the server like $250, alright? So we can go ahead and add that command. So you can add commands, and keep in mind that he will be adding placeholders to use. So if you want a specific player or something, he will be adding that later on, which is really nice. So now we added our events and commands, so we can check the ones that we have added to the specific action. So if we want to check the events, we can go ahead and look up the events, and then we'll do the shocker action and see which ones. So as you see, we have the vanish, the swap, the dash, and the speak, and this is going to be what's happening. So we can also do the pretty much the exact same thing, and then we can just go ahead and enter the command, and that will show the command for that specific action that we just made. So the last thing I want to showcase is the life cycle, and this is pretty much the last thing that you can do when creating your special events. And with a life cycle, there's like certain things that you can do. So say you're fighting like a mob boss, and say he's at like 50% health, you can execute special commands or something within that specific mob's life cycle, which is a very cool feature to include with this. So I'm going ahead and just do shocker, and then we'll do lifestyle, alright? So we'll go ahead and make the shocker lifestyle, we'll create the new event, and then now we can go ahead and add the action. So we can do add action, and then now we can do the cycle. The cycle is going to be the shocker lifestyle, and then now we can go ahead and use our actions that we just made. So this is the shocker action. So that is why you need to make your actions first, and then you can implement them into the life cycle. So we can do the shocker action. So this is the starting percent and the end percent where your mob will live. So if you want to start it at the very beginning and do the whole life cycle, you could do 100%, and then it will end at 0. Say you wanted to do it with the mob at 50% health, you could do 50, and then it could be between like 25 and 50% health, then you can execute this certain percent chance. So I'm going to do the whole life cycle, so we'll do 100 and then 0. So this will be starting at 100% health and it will end at 0. And then the chance that it will use, so I'm going to do like a 95% chance. And the last option to input is how many occurrences it can have between this time that we set. So I'm going ahead and we'll do like a 12. So this can execute 12 times as long as it's a 95% chance, and as long as the mob is between 0 and 100% health. So pretty much the entire life cycle. So let's go ahead and add that, and you can use all the previous ones as well. So say here's the potion one, and then you can go ahead, we'll do the potion action, so it would be like 50 and 0, the chance will be like 100%, and it will only be like execute twice within that time. So, and then after all that, you can go ahead and check the lifestyle of our shocker. So let's go ahead and see. So we have the shocker action, which is the previous action, and then we also have the potion one, just like so. It is now nighttime, and let's go ahead and test out the blood moon. So we can do BM start. And there we go, we have a nice little title as well as the boss bar on top of the screen. So now all these mobs are now loaded. So let's go and see if we can find our, oh, there we go, we have our custom mob that we just made. So let me go ahead and just punch it real quick. And as you see, the health is 22.5, and that is accurate because we added 45 health points. So that is equal to 22.5 hearts. So that is perfect. And there we go. As you see, we got our message as well as the 250 added to my account. So remember, we added the vanish, the swap, the dash, and the speak. So as you see, it did turn invisible just like so, but we still have the outline with the glow, which is pretty cool. So let me go into GM0, and I should actually probably give myself some regen. The creeper out of the way. Oh, he's so low. He's at 6 hearts. All right, should be able to oh man, he's pushing me back. Super OP. And let's see. Oh, 3 hearts, guys. 1 heart. Okay, we should be able to kill him just like, and there we go. We got our sword right here. So that is our custom drops that we added. So now we can use our shocker sword, and we can launch everyone up. So there we go. That looks awesome. Go ahead and just like spam it the whole time. Sorry if that's a little bit loud, but this is awesome. So that is our custom drop that we have. So this is working quite wonderfully. Super cool, guys. Like, this is a very cool feature. So this is a super cool event that you guys can have on your server, and it's just really fun that you can add. So this is a very cool event that you guys can have on your server, and really cool for a survival aspect to have a blood moon, kind of a spooky theme, and just a custom event that you can have at nighttime, which is pretty awesome. So the moon is slowly going over the horizon. The fog is moving out just a little bit. We got a sunrise, and we should get a notification saying that the blood moon is over, along with some sounds, and there we go. As you see, just like that, we have the blood moon has stopped, and no more crazy stuff, and these mobs will slowly start to disappear that have been incorporated with the blood moon. So that is the plugin showcase. Hope you guys enjoy. I highly recommend this if you want a cool little aspect event to your server. So link is down in the description. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.